Hello everyone. Continuing speed, time and distance types. Today we will learn to solve any problem on boats, and similar type could be also used for elevators problem. We know in a river flows from one direction. So let's say this is a river. It flows from one direction to another, right? So let's say the speed of river, if river is flowing in this direction, is SR, represented by SR, speed of river. Now, how do we find a speed of boat that is in the river? Firstly, it will have its own speed, which is called speed of boat in still water, like lake, for an example. So let's say this is a lake, which is still water. Here, speed of boat would be given by SB, right? This is known as speed of boat in still water. Now we know if boat has to travel upstream, so this is upstream, it will have to travel against the current of river. So and its speed should be more than the speed of river, right? Then only it will be able to go upstream. Otherwise, speed of river would make it flow along with it, right? So it won't be able to go upstream. So hence its relative speed upstream is given by SU. So that is known as relative upstream speed. SU, which is given by SB, speed of boat minus speed of river, right? Speed of boat should be more than speed of river to go upstream. Similarly, in a downstream, river is going to help the boat, right? So if they are going in the downstream, boat is going in the downstream, so river is going to help it. So speed of boat in downstream, which is written as D, is the sum of both the speeds, right? Similar case we can also apply to escalators. So you might have seen escalators, these type of escalators in malls, etc., in which they go either upward or downward. So let's say speed of escalator is SE, right? If there is some person here who is going along with this, he who is walking, his walking speed is SP, right? So if he is walking on this moving escalator, so relative speed while going up would be SP plus SE, because both would be helping each other. However, if this person tries to come down from here and escalator is going up, so what will happen? The speed of person should be higher than speed of escalator, then only he will be able to come down, right? So this will be given by relative speed SP plus, sorry, SP minus SE, when is they are going in the opposite direction, right? Now let's solve this one question to understand the concept better. So here speed of boat is 6, right? So SB is 6 km per hour. That is speed in still water, right? And speed of the river is 1.2 km per hour. SR is 1.2 kmph. Now upstream speed would be speed in upstream SU would be given by 6 minus 1.2, so that is 4.8 kmph. Similarly, downstream speed SD would be given by 6 plus 1.2, so that will be 7.2 kmph, right? Now it is further saying that boat takes a total of 10 hours to go to a place and come back. So let's say it goes from A to B, right? It goes this distance D and it comes back this distance D, right? In time 10 hours. So here distance is constant for for two directions. So using proportionality, when distance is constant, speed is inversely proportional to time, right? So what we'll get, speed of upstream upon speed of downstream would be time of downstream on time of upstream, right? So that will be 4.8 kmph upon 7.2 kmph is equal to Td upon Tu. This will be 2 by 3, right? So Td upon Tu is equal to 2 by 3. So time taken for the downstream is, time of downstream will be 2 upon total time, 2 plus 3 into total distance, which is 10. So it will be 4 hours. Similarly, time of upstream would be 3 upon 2 plus 3 into 10 is equal to 6 hours. So that means if a boat has to go downstream, it takes 4 hours, and when the boat has to go upstream, it takes total 6 hours. So total distance covered by, uh, question is what is the total distance covered in the whole process. So total distance covered can be calculated by any of the above and multiplying that by 2, right? So let's say for the downstream time, we'll go for the downstream time. So we'll calculate distance is equal to speed into time. So speed of downstream was 4, sorry, time of downstream is 4 and speed of downstream is 7.2, right? So that is the distance in one direction. So total distance will be twice of this, so it will be 57.6 kilometers. So in this process, total distance traveled is 57.6 kilometers. Okay, so thank you. This was all in for the boats. So I'll be explaining the next topic, which will be on circular motion and clock motion. So stay tuned. Thank you.